Good evening. Nice to be surrounded by these quotes. By these quotes. Here is Charles Dickens saying, "I never could have done what I have done without the habits of punctuality, order, and diligence, without the determination to concentrate myself on one subject at a time." We need to translate Charles Dickens, yes. I am nothing compared to Charles Dickens, yes. And over there you have Thomas Mann. It's okay, it's not Death in Venice, it's just a quote. So he says, order and simplification are the first steps towards mastery of a subject. And over there,
there's another room.
I can't see that far unless I use my other powers. So we have Henry Miller saying, the world is not to be put in order. The world is order. It is for us to put ourselves in unison with this order. All these beautiful quotes, I'm sorry, I will just say hello to the quite many participants online. Hello, welcome. So, all these beautiful quotes are here to support us in our endeavor, our wish to awaken the quality of orderliness. The concept of chakra qualities is that there is no quality that we don't have. We could never say, this is only others can have. I just don't have it, or I don't want to have it. Because essentially, chakras hold within them all the possible qualities that we need to have in order to be complete and fully realized human beings. This means that what we are doing in such evenings is to awaken a dormant quality or encourage a quality to be even more active. And then, since the practices that we learn today are not just for today, but also for home, for later, and you will get these practices by mail, to also develop this quality and to establish it, to make it into something that we can actually activate at will. and it can be naturally existing in us whenever we need it. We don't need all qualities all the time. Some qualities, at certain moments in life, they are harmful, not beneficial. For example, to be humorous in the wrong moments could be really bad, right? And to be too orderly when life needs to be a bit spontaneous and flexible is also not good. Last time we awakened patience. So it's not good to be always only patient. It's not a good quality. At certain moments is a horrible quality. But we need to have them as part of our human intelligence, that we can actually awaken them at will. And you got just this postcard, this cute postcard that Noga drew, in which you have this drawing of a guy who is managing the library of his life. He needs to put all books in order. And it's a pretty unusual library because it has categories like my health, my joy of life, my relationships, my spiritual development, and my work. And this is exactly orderliness, which we want to awaken today. So, whatever we do today is not just theoretical, but also experiential. We will go through 3 stages of we can say meditation and contemplation. But before we enter this experiential, let us talk a little bit about what orderliness is at all. We need to make it very clear. First of all, orderliness is regarded as a masculine quality of the root chakra, first chakra. Last time, patience was a feminine quality of the root chakra. And it is masculine because it is deeply connected to, it is a key quality to our self-mastery. And we will need to understand what self-mastery is. Now, orderliness usually is thought of as I don't know, being able to handle your taxes very carefully, and having your home tidy and fulfilling all your chores. But definitely we are not going to talk about this in the very limited sense. Because it's not only about arranging time, about arranging schedule, arranging life's missions. It is really about the capacity to make sure that everything in our life, all aspects of our life, are treated, taken care of. That we make sure that things are resolved through the sufficient caring and attention that they need to be for them to be resolved. And this includes not simply our house and finances, but also orderliness in our thoughts, in our emotions, in our relationships, in the way we manage time. When a certain aspect of our life is not ordered, we get, if it's in the sphere of the mental sphere, we get noisy thoughts. Noisy thoughts are an indication that there is some kind of an issue that remained untreated. You see, it's like a form of neglect. You have left a certain part of your inner house untaken care of. You haven't listened, you haven't given it attention. Then thoughts come. They knock on your mental door and say, hey, think about me. And the way we treat usually such thoughts is that we try to push them away. We try to suppress them, to overlook. And we often complain that we have a noisy mind. But the reason we have a noisy mind is because we have neglected. So we need to think also of our mind as like a garden that we need to tend, that we need like a house that we want everything quiet and clean and spacious and relaxed. But for this, we need to give attention and we need to give care. So behind orderliness lie very different urges than the ones that we usually might think of when we think of orderliness. And this is love, caring, and attention. It is when we understand that things to reach harmony, quietude, flow in our life, we need to give them attention. If we give them the right attention, if we nurture them properly, then they reach a certain quietude. So this is what we mean here when we talk about self-mastery. A master is one who is given attention, who hasn't neglected any aspect of life, so that eventually things are really, really under control. This is very important to understand because there are control freaks, right? None of us is a control freak, surely, but there are control freaks, those who want to have everything as they will. in their way, and anything that slips from their control, they lose balance, because they want a life to obey them. And their vision is to create a certain life in their own image. Life that is not changing, that remains fixed. This is controlling. This is not orderliness. Because orderliness has very different quality. It is not the wish to suppress certain aspects in order to keep everything in control. It is the wish to take care of everything in a way that things become under control, but the fragrance is completely different. Because the fragrance will remain a fragrance of flow. There will be a sense of quietude, but sweet type of quietude. It's because you feel that you have given your heart, your mind, your attention to something that knocked on your door. Now, orderliness demands from us love of details. Here we need some patience. Let's take the patience from a few weeks ago. Add it, because we always need balancing qualities and supporting qualities. But for orderliness, we need to love small details, to understand that life, when we want it to be well-founded, we need to start with small details. We cannot be just dreamers, to enjoy abstracts. Just like, to create a garden. Everyone knows that it needs attention. Now, if we don't take care, we think we can postpone. And how many things in life we leave untreated, unresolved? We say, okay, this health problem, we'll wait with it. As long as it's not screaming, it's okay. This problem in the relationship that is boiling all the time, that is all the time there, and sneaking into my thoughts, I can't take the trouble I can't be bothered, as they say. So this emotional conflict that I have, let's postpone it to another time. Now I just want to not to think about anything. So we keep postponing. And energetically, we are basically like someone with a table, a work table that is full of many things, many papers, many projects, many books, everything piled. And the thing is that this creates a disturbance in the flow. We think that it gives us quietude, that we don't need to take care, but from the hidden part of ourselves, these things annoy us. We get the feeling we are disturbed, we are agitated because we don't have the ground, the feeling that that we master our life. So you see, orderliness has a lot to do with groundedness. And the good type of groundedness, not, over-grounded. Because nobody says that we need to live inside the first chakra. Only that we need to stand on our first chakra. This is very, very different. So, this is our learning. It's the learning behind orderliness is to awaken the deeper feeling behind true orderliness, you see, because false orderliness is controlling, is wanting everything tidy, but not for good reasons. The deeper orderliness is wanting that our life will blossom. And for blossoming, if I want my life to really blossom, I need to be undisturbed to a certain degree. I need to have a feeling that there is order in my life. Then things can start flowering. You see, we have the soil. The soil is healthy. Then flowers can bloom. So that's it, right? And up to now, I've been a salesman of orderliness. Would you buy? And today we will awaken this quality, this beautiful quality, in three different stages. First, we'll get in touch with it energetically, physically. We'll invite it. Then we will experience it as more a godly, a divine quality. Will awaken the highest frequency of orderliness, and then we'll bring it into our life, into action. Ready? Very good. So, very good.